It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks playing host to the LA Clippers. The Los Angeles Clippers control the tap. Beverly to George. Leonard to Paul George. Leonard knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Kawhi Leonard with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he knocks it down at the line. Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. The drive right to the basket. Marcin Gortat snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. George. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George to Leonard. For three, Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Giannis in control of the basketball. 5-point game. Kawhi Leonard with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Beverly. Off the mark. No good to Beverly. Leonard. To George. Beverly. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. To Beverly. Leonard. George. Paul George missed his first. That one goes.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Curling inside. Montrezl Harrell rejects it. Beverly into the front court. Up 5. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Giannis with it up top. They trail by 7. Trying to cash in. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
George. Paul George. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
The Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo, open look. Jumper's good.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Leonard to Paul George. Fires the three. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And the dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down 11. To Lopez. It's a big finish. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
To Gortat. The jumper's off the mark. Bledsoe with the basketball. His team down 9. To Adetokunbo. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Short jumper misses. Bledsoe with it up top. Down 6. Knocked loose. Adetokunbo working it outside. Middleton, his first effort, off the mark. From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Middleton, going a launch beyond the arc. It's Gortat with the rebound. To Leonard. Has a chance. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 6 now.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Bucks at the controls. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To George. Oh, he had him there for a second. Leonard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Giannis with it up top. 9-point margin. Danny Green to Adetokunbo. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Here comes the screen. Leonard, now a steal by Milwaukee. Adetokunbo to Danny Green. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Not going down for him this time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Chick.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
New blood coming in for both sides. Adetokunbo. Here's Lopez. Down low. He throws it down.
It's that easy, and you never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
LA Clippers with the basketball. George to Leonard. Paul George to Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 4. Los Angeles Clippers are at the limit.
Giannis Adetokunbo. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Curling inside. Giannis Adetokunbo. Huge block. And they pounce. Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Leonard to Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. George, it's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Now down 6. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Time to shuffle things up. Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Whoops, that won't go. It's LA Clippers ball. To Leonard. To Beverly. Fires the 3. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Has a look. Patrick Beverly. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Had a chance, but it's no good.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Here's Leonard for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Adetokunbo. And the rebound, corralled by Lopez. George. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Hill. Driving right to the basket. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Leonard to Beverly. Giannis Antetokounmpo tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard. Antetokounmpo, the rebound. Hill into the front court. Down 5 to Danny Green. Montrezl Harrell pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Leonard to Beverly. Oh, had him going there for a second. Short jumper won't go down. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen and stuffs it home. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
The pass set it all up.
Is strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Robin Lopez with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Throws it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Bucks basketball to Danny Green. Hill. Nothing going here on that drive. Not today. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Leonard to Lopez. And he finishes at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Giannis with it up top. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Short jumper off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
Kawhi Leonard with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Lopez able to recover with the block. Rebound taken by Wade. Time expires on the quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard to Beverly. John Henson sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
DiVincenzo. The drive right to the basket. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Leonard. To Beverly. Beyond the arc for 3.
That's his second personal foul.
Patrick Beverly is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 76% from the line. First one, count it. Second of 3 is good. Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. DiVincenzo to Middleton. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
And Jay, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Changes coming from both sides right now. George Hill to Middleton. Here's a chance from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Missed it at the line. Hill across the timeline, trailing by 10. To Alec Burks. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Dwayne Wade to Leonard. Wade to Leonard. Dwayne Wade. He's 2 for 2 now.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession now.
Hill into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Alec Burks to George Hill. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Leonard to Wade. Leonard. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Hill. Passed it off. He gets it.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Wade. Deep right corner. Curling inside. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Hill. To Alec Burks. Hill. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Leonard. Beverly. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Gets it at the top of the key. Shot misses for Wade. Bucks at the controls. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
George Hill has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. Goes 2 for 2. Leonard to Wade. Dwayne Wade, 3 for 6 now.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Shot from the lane won't go. It's Wade. Gets a look. Can't hit. Bledsoe with the basketball. His team down 9. To Alec Burks. Dwayne Wade sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Dwayne Wade to Lopez. Finish that. Trying to cash in. Whoa, Chris Middleton. 2 of 4 now.
Number 31, John Henson.
To Wade. Off the mark. Bledsoe with it up top. They trail by 7. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Knocked loose. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Leonard. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And the basket good at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Here comes the screen. It's George for 2. Paul George. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Leonard to Paul George. Five on the shot clock. Leonard to George. Lets it fly from long range. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force a defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
And count the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
George to Beverly. George lets it fly. Not that time. Middleton. Off the assist.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Leonard to Paul George. To Beverly. Leonard. Down to 5 on the 24 to Beverly. 4-3. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. The Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Middleton. Driving right to the basket.
He sent that one to...
Knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Danny Green.
For the Milwaukee Bucks.
And a nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Gortat. Straight on look. Leonard. George. Tough shot. He hits.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Bledsoe with it up top. Margins 8. Montrezl Harrell swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Leonard to George from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
LA Clippers with the basketball.
6 minutes left in the second quarter.
Surveys the floor. Leonard to Gortat. George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Leonard to Paul George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Bledsoe with the basketball. Down 6. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To George. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Knocked loose. Leonard to Gortat. Bucks at the controls. Montrezl Harrell snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Leonard. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Danny Green to Bledsoe. Short jumper off the mark. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. That's it for the first half. The Clippers have the lead.
The Clippers are in a tight battle. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Bucks have kept it close after one half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Milwaukee with the basketball. And the Clippers able to clear the board. Beverly into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Gortat to Beverly. Leonard to Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. Oh, that breaks the streak after 5 straight makes. It's no good.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Leonard to Beverly. Baseline drive. John Henson with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
That is great vision to set it up. To the rim, lays it up and in.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock to Williams. For 3, can't go down. Smothering defense. Bucks basketball. George Hill. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
You see, this is why players get out here hours before the game and they get a really good lather.
Leonard to Williams. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit is 6. And counted at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Gortat rocking the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
From the painted area, won't go down. And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Hill across the timeline. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. The drive right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Pick up. Come on here. Come on. Straight up. Watch out. Pick up. Swing.
Leonard to Williams.
Hey, you gotta take that one.
Fires the three. Off the mark. Middleton. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Williams to Leonard. Bucks at the controls. And look out.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Lou Williams. He's 3 for 7.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Giannis with it up top. Now down 6. And they call it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Institutions, Milwaukee. Subbing in for LA, number 13, Paul George.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. Short jumper off the mark. It's LA Clippers ball.
Right.
PG lets it fly. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Stuffs it down with authority.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
Screen coming left.
Here's Leonard for 2. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
The Bucks at the controls. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 41, Nikola.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. Shot clock winding down. Giannis for 2. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Add 2 points to the board.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit now up to 12. Here comes the screen. Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Into the game for Los Angeles, number 42.
And draws the foul.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Clippers have the basketball. Paul George, 4-2. Almost, but no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Bledsoe to DiVincenzo. Whoa, Chris Middleton, 4 out of 7.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Paul George to Beverly. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. George, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Clippers have it. Robin Lopez. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Bucks at the controls. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Eric Bledsoe, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Henson knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back. You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Bledsoe with it up top. Trailing by 14. Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. George to Leonard. Beverly to Paul George.
I got him. Got him.
Has a look. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe to Middleton. Whoa, Chris Middleton. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Screen comes.
Paul George to Beverly. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives you...
It's blocked.
You see, that's why you never give up on the play, Ed. You always stay in the game.
Reminiscent of LeBron on Iguodala. Nothing going here on that drive. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Giannis Antetokounmpo tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe, now 3 for 9.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Trying to cash in. Bledsoe shot misses.
Screen coming.
Leonard. Here's Lopez down.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Bledsoe shot off the mark. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Clippers with the basketballs. We begin the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet. But with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game. Your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Bucks basketball. To the outside, to Danny Green. Going to launch, beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
George to Williams. Cleared by Middleton. Bledsoe with the basketball. 14-point deficit. Nice pass to set things up.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Paul George to Williams. Lou Williams. Now 4 for 9.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Here comes the screen. Bledsoe. And count the basket inside.
He was so wide open. Pretty much looked like a deer staring into the headlights. Last resort, but still, points on the board.
George. He'll get it down low to Harrell. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Bucks at the controls. And he'll head to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Eric Bledsoe at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. No good. Missed them both. Paul George fires the 3, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Greek Freak for 2. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Williams. That's good D. Shot no good. Bledsoe with it up top. Down a dozen. Well, can't do that.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for the Bucks, number 9.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Has a chance. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Giannis with it up top. Down 12. DiVincenzo to Adetokounmpo. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George to Beverly. Danny Green pins it. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Adetokounmpo to Middleton. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Paul George. And scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Gets to the basket and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Sizing up the defense. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Giannis Adetokunbo. He's got 2 shots coming. Shooting 75% so far tonight. Misses the second as well. George. Oh, he had him there for a second. Cashes in for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Paul George to Beverly. George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Bledsoe with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Danny Green. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
The Bucks at the controls. From the outside, no good. Shot won't go. Knocked loose. Plays like that could turn a game around. Rises for the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
George to Beverly. Oh, had him going there for a second. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Short jumper stays out. Has a look. Count it. That's belief right there on his shot.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Bledsoe to Middleton. cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Straight on look. Oh, he had him there for a second. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Lopez there to get the rebound. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Beverly. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Bucks at the controls.
I got ball.
Bledsoe to Lopez. Nice pass to get things going.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Beverly into the front court. The lead is 12. Here comes the screen. Williams.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Beyond the arc for 3. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Danny Green to Adetokunbo. Marcin Gortat.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Won't go. To Lopez. To Middleton. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Leonard, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down 11. Ferocious slam inside.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. Beverly into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Yes, Marcin Gortat. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Ed, I know we live in a new age where players rather take a 3 than a 2. But if you get an easy 2, that's a guaranteed bucket. You have to take it.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. From the painted area, won't go down. buries it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers emerged victorious after a tight finish. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Bucks finished on the losing end of a close score. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Check out the leading scores for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.